I thought I would just pop in and show you how I store my homegrown carrots. So we've got some newspaper here, dry newspaper, and quite a lot of newspaper as you can see, but that is because I have already had a few layers of carrots here. So as you can see, there's not a lot of carrots there. These are just wee baby carrots. I think they're Chantenay, possibly. And they've started to sprout. So what carrots do is that you plant the seed the first year, and then you take the perfect examples of the ones that grew, something like this. So it's something like a wee Chantenay carrots. They're wee chubby carrots. So if you take perfect examples, save these and replant them, you can see these have started to sprout a little, and that's because they're in the dark, so they think that they're in the ground, and the temperature's just right for sprouting. So what you do when you're saving your carrots, so you lift all your carrots. I had to lift all my carrots because I gave up my allotment. And these are from my allotment. I gave up my allotment because I have started my own business in upholstery and soft furnishings. And just wanted to make things easier on myself. So I gave up my allotment plots and had to lift all my carrots, all my parsnips, beetroot, and those three things are saved in the exact same way. So today I am going to, because some of them have started to get or rot a wee bit. You can see this one's a wee bit rotten. So that'll go in the compost, which I keep under the sink. So so how I store them is a single layer of carrots. Don't pile them. You need some air between them. So a single layer, then, so there's newspaper on the bottom, single layer carrots, then you put some more newspaper on, and then you put your next layer of carrots and spread them out. And pretty much that is it. And I just keep these in my shed. I live in Scotland. It doesn't, the weather has went down for not very long to, I think the lowest here where I live in Stirling went down to -7 or -8, and that isn't really typical. That's quite low normally for here, so it didn't go down that low for very long. Maybe normally it would go down to maybe -3 if you were lucky. It's cold and miserable here, but it's not so bad. It's not so cold. So I just wanted to show you how I stored these. Pretty simple, very easy. I wanted to show you because I, obviously being an allotment grower, I want to be self-sufficient in things that I grow. So the things that I want to grow are the things that I use the most often. I mean, we can't grow absolutely everything. Well, some people I suppose can, but when you live in just a regular house, you don't have a farm plot, you know, you just want to grow as much as you can grow if you like to do that kind of thing. So I choose to grow carrots, onions, garlic, lots of fruit. I've got potatoes and tomatoes predominantly. I've got leeks in the garden at the second. I really just wanted to grow the things that I grow the most of, or eat the most of, that I buy every time I go to the supermarket. So I really wanted to grow them the most. So having methods like this where you can actually save, so that you can make the most of your growing in your allotment space, i.e. right now I have garlic in the ground. As soon as they are lifted, there is enough time to have pre-sown modules of beetroot to go in the ground, they will grow, and there's enough time to lift them. They will have completely grown by the end of the year and lift them, and then I can save them. So to be economical with the space that you are and grow all the year round and not just one planting a year, you can make tons of food. Carrots, parsnips and beetroot you can grow and save in the same method, just in a shed with some newspaper in a box, keeping it dry, keeping it cold. Some of them will show roots, but I mean, when you clean them, you just scrub them and they scrub right up, and you just use them. Do not wash them to store them. That is the key element. Keep them dirty. Don't break. I mean, you can break off clumps of soil. You obviously don't want clumps of soil, so break that off. But do not wash or scrub your carrots to store them, because they will not store. They will just rot. So for the beginning of February, in my stores for freezer February, to help me spend as little as possible at the supermarkets in this challenge, I have a kilo of diced carrots for the freezer. So a kilo is roughly about 4 cups. So that'll go into four different meals. Roughly each meal for a family of 4 requires a cup of carrots, chopped carrots, and just the wee baby ones left. So that'll do maybe two meals, 2 roast dinner meals. I'll just pop them in the oven with roast potatoes or something like that, and they're quite nice. So they'll go into the fridge, and I will keep these in the fridge as well, because I will make some meals out of that this week, and that will get them, these will be finished this week for sure. So that's great. That's another thing organised. So I have chopped all my onions. This is now my carrots all chopped and organised, and it makes such a difference when it comes to meal times, because especially when it's all the small things that's left, nobody can be bothered preparing hundreds of small vegetables for your meal time. So when you do it all at the one time, it makes dinner much quicker, especially when you're leading a busy life.